TMC, and his company does a lot of work for SAP. And I believe that his company is also doing a lot of implementations where people are the center of the focus and change of behavior with success factors and other implementations in some of the largest companies in Pakistan. So, Abdul Haseeb, tell us what you have learned, what your thoughts are, what's exciting you nowadays. I give you the floor.
So, thank you very much, first of all. I think a bit of background I'd like to highlight from TMC perspective. So TMC is a 12-year-old company. I'm the founder and managing director for TMC. As a company, what we do is we do digital transformations for other companies using SAP. I started it from scratch. We grew into the largest sort of implementation partner locally in Pakistan. For the last 3 years, we have been the largest. Last year, we have also acquired Siemens Pakistan's SAP business as well. So right now, I can confidently say that 2 out of every 3 digital transformation initiatives in Pakistan are somehow TMC is engaged on those initiatives. So what I want to talk about is the opportunity that Pakistan is right now from an IT perspective. We do work here as well in Pakistan. We've done a lot of work. We have built this practice ground up. And given the fact that TMC was able to do it within Pakistan, with Pakistani resources, and it grew within Pakistan, all the setup that it has. In Pakistan, we do work abroad as well now. With the banking sector that does not understand IT as an industry as well as it does other companies or other industries. And from a talent perspective, we had to train our own people because SAP is not something which is taught in universities, so we had to literally train our own resources from that perspective. And moreover, we had companies like IBM, Siemens, etc., multinational companies essentially, who were very good at it and were present in Pakistan. We grew into the role and we achieved what we have achieved. So for us, I think the opportunity now going forward is IT exports in itself is the easiest and the quickest way out of the situation that we are in. The technology that we're talking about is not only happening in Pakistan, it is happening everywhere globally, in every country literally. Some are ahead than us, some are behind us, but it is happening everywhere. And given the population that we have, we can literally be the builders of the new world from a technology standpoint. And given that, in order to do so, we ourselves, we are very focused on IT exports right now. We do services in Middle East, we do services in Western markets as well. So in order to do that, what we need is, the ingredient is talent. Now, we have all talked about education in depth and the situation that we have with respect to our education. But even the educated ones, their employability is another challenge altogether as well. So the difference that we have is skill need to be further polished by the industry that exists within the country, especially in IT. That is one part. The other part is the talent that we need to build. It needs to be worked on from a skill generation perspective. Given that our socio-economic circumstances are very similar to where India was probably 5-10 years ago from a talent perspective as well as from a cultural perspective as well. So there are a lot of learnings there. So what happened on the IT front was they had similar university setup and educational setup and a social and cultural approach to education like we have right now. They were able to, their companies, the large ones, they were able to train their own talent and then they were able to do it at scale as well. Right now as well, when we go in, even Middle East as well, we compete with them, we go in, we tell them that we are the largest company in Pakistan. We have 400 SAP people or consultants. They come in and they say, the likes of TCS, HCL, etc., that we are 300,000 people, we have 60,000 SAP consultants or developers for that matter. How they are able to do so is, I'll give an example, just HCL. One of those companies is able to produce 5,000 graduates a year in 3 different academies in 3 different cities in India. So that is how they produce their talent. So in our view as well, corporate sector, I think one of the key initiatives from a CSR perspective is to create that particular skill and to focus and invest as a initiative from HR perspective, even if it nothing else than as a CR, to build that talent that we need to build within Pakistan. So that is, I think, one of the most important parts, that for our educated youth, the ones who were fortunate enough to get the education, we need to give them the skill and the talent that they are employable. That is one. Secondly, if we want to have, from TMC perspective, we want to see Pakistan as a technology hub, and we want to focus abroad. I think only one point, technology, we can very easily export. This is something that you don't need proper companies or setup. If we create the right talent, there is enough pull in all the Western market, and world is global enough that people will source from Pakistan automatically. We just have to create that talent, and sourcing will happen automatically. Now, for that talent to create, obviously organizations like TMC and other organizations need to train people. That is one. The second key part is, what we used to say earlier was that we only need a laptop and an internet connection and we'll start working, a freelance consultant will start working. Now with the internet, we have had an incident. So what happens with such incidents is, the outage I'm referring to, that now we have an additional question to answer. Global client of ours will ask us that, what if it happens again, what is your plan? How would you cater to that? So I think at a public level as well, if we want to look at Pakistan as a technology hub, I think at this forum I'd like to highlight that, how important it is to have that environment. And we don't need much, just an internet connection, literally. For other industries, there are several other requirements as well, but that is what we need. So I think that is something that we need to keep stable. I think that is all from my perspective.
Thank you, Abdul Haseeb. That was really poignant, and the point you make about disruptions, especially disruptions in connectivity in the 21st century, or internet services not becoming available, and how that becomes a question mark for Pakistani talent, which is trying to earn foreign exchange through freelancing, for instance. I mean, this is something that we all need to think about, and I appreciate you making that point.